Knock, knock.
Oh, we're doing knock knock joke to open? Okay. No, look. Who's there?
No, knock, knock.
Who's there?
Interrupting intro.
This is
Welcome, Pod-A-Mania.
No.
My name is Eddie.
My name's Dylan.
This is a weekly wrestling podcast.
Most of the time.
Be sure to follow the damn podcast at Pod-A-Mania Pod.
Or don't.
Underscore AWL3 at Bozo Dills. You fucking asshole.
Oh, we're cussing now in the first 2 minutes? The video's performed.
Since we can say our loadout in the first 10 seconds, apparently. What do we cover here, Dylan? I think
No, that's really funny. You can say our loadout. Cover everything from Collision last week to Dynamite this week and anything in between.
And this week we are also making our Forbidden Door predictions. So we will be zooming our way through the shows.
Yeah, it won't be hard because Collision was something.
Be sure to like and subscribe and comment what your favorite part of wrestling this week was, your predictions for the pay-per-view this weekend. And yeah, Collision was not a great show, especially compared to the Dynamite we got that, went head-to-head with the World Cup, so it's kind of hard to...
It's like they tanked Collision. It's like they were a bad NBA team. They lost on purpose because they knew they'd get the number one pick on Wednesday.
Bro.
With the NBA draft happening yesterday and today.
Shout out Giannis.
He took his talents to South Beach.
You think it was the...
I'll be starting at point guard for the Heat after everything they gave up too.
I wouldn't have said it any better, considering the way they've drafted the number one contenders for the tag team championships. Young Bucks have tried to make their way back through and up the card, especially with Jack Perry by their side, opening up Collision against Lethal Twist.
So, before we start this, Luchasaurus, kind of did a little comeback thing and then disappeared again.
He's injured still, I believe.
So he just did a little spot to say what's up.
Yeah, just something to make sure his face is still known and on TV. But yeah, these guys took on the Lethal Twist in the opening contest, and it was everything you would have expected, especially from a Young Bucks match. The Blake Christian, Jay Lethal, and just everybody in this match had a great showing.
Yeah, I mean, it's a Young Bucks match. There were some super kicks involved. Who would have thought?
I think you were excited to see Jack Perry again, who later committed to just calling out, and he... motherfucker.
With one of the promos of the year. I remember at the end of that promo, me and you looking at each other and just being like, okay, thanks, Mr. Jack Perry, sir.
Yes, he called out Zack Sabre Jr. for a match.
He said, I got next.
They're on Dynamite, and yeah, it is kind of Little Bro finally asked for a real controller.
He said, hey, man.
And
I think it's my turn.
He gets he eventually gets his ass kicked, but we won't get there quite yet. Kris Statlander and Mina Shirakawa are ready to not go easy in their next matchup in the TBS Survival of the Fittest contest.
So we have two women's tournaments going on at the same time.
It wouldn't be AEW with tournaments out our fucking ass.
What happened to two people hating each other for the belt?
Well, you see, I think there's just a lot of people, considering there's an open position, it's like LinkedIn and just these nasty, just generated posts.
Everyone's using Grok
to show, hey, I'm the best contender for this belt.
It's me. You should hire me.
You wouldn't believe how efficient my workflow is.
I'm really good at responding to Slack messages.
My in-ring skills and promos are unmatched. Hire me as your next TBS champion. Statlander takes on Mina in this next match. They are joined by Harley Cameron in the promo and on commentary. She shakes a little something before talking to us. You missed that. She did. She tells the girls to shake on it, and there's a bit of an Aussie miscommunication. And I'm not kidding. That is not me objectifying her. She did that to herself. Clearing that up not only with you, but the audience at home. Harley Cameron encourages the...
No, finish it. No, I want you to finish. I want you to get there.
In the beholding of her breasts. Shida, before the match, does make it clear that she is also fit to be the TBS champ. Like I said, a lot of people are making their LinkedIn messages. But Statlander ends up defeating Mina in this next match. It's pretty clear, especially because she's the muscle, the brawn in this match. Mina is really just great talent to have around, especially in like Tony Storm's absence. I think Statlander getting the easy victory in this TBS tournament style eliminator bracket, whatever you want to call it, that will be ending here in a few weeks. Like, I'm excited to see whoever ends up on top.
I am too. This match was really entertaining, honestly. I love Mina. I think she's such a fun act. Like, everything she does, I'm drawn into. Like, they just do a really good job of putting her around people that make her better. And it feels like she's been paired with Tony Storm. Like, ever since I've gotten to really see her, she's been in the thick of it. And I really like where Kris Statlander's at as well. I think this vacancy in the TBS championship is allowing a lot more people to show their face and make their claim. And I think that's a good thing for women's wrestling as a whole, where me and you feel like a lot of the time they're just kind of throwing matches together at this TBS range. And now they kind of have a reason to just throw it together and let you see who these people are and kind of let the fans take it from here. It feels like the fans are really getting behind some of these women's wrestlers.
I would say that applies to both of these tournaments, especially in the TBS eliminator bracket there and the Owen Hart semifinals and finals matches we had. Not the finals, but the semifinals matches we had. The Hurt Syndicate returned to defeat some local talent, and it's always fun seeing the Hurt Syndicate back on TV.
They do hurt people.
I love seeing Burger TikTok reviewer Bobby Lashley on my TV screen alongside my Intercontinental Champion, Shelton Benjamin, and Fourth Rope Commissioner MVP.
It's great to have them back. Would love to have MVP on the couch. He's like a bucket list guy we want in here.
Definitely, a legend. I think he is somebody who can tell us some road stories.
Do you know how many times I've sent the GIF of his walkout song? The I'm coming. Like, I've sent that.
You do be coming.
I do be sending that when I'm pulling up to a party and when I'm on dating apps.
Oh my goodness. This is my reaction to that selfie, girl. That mirror selfie with them duck lips.
I'm coming.
Nobody can stop. Everybody can stop. Oh, I'm coming.
I'm coming. I'm here to bring the pain. I'm never ever gonna change that.
No, I'm here to bring the pain because we hurt people.
We hurt people.
They are not interested in competing for championship titles, Dylan. We wrongly assumed that their post-match promo was about getting the AEW tag team titles. But no, they are interested in doing what they do better than anyone else in this company. That is, hurting people.
They do be doing that.
They aren't friends or enemies with anyone, Dylan. They are businessmen. Get it? Because at one point they were once a business, but now they are a syndicate.
Yes, they were a business.
They have syndicated themselves. Onto the S&P. But they are in the business of hurt, Dylan.
That's on gang.
You know who my gang is? Skyflight. With fallen angel Christopher Daniels. Reintroducing Matt Sydal, who you didn't recognize.
No, they cut to these guys, and I was just like, I have no idea what's going on.
A live reenaction of his face. Watch it. Who? And I said, Evan Bourne, and he went, oh!
Yeah.
Why are they all together?
Who are these guys, was my question.
And they all do the same thing.
Flippy shit?
Yep.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Hey, man, it wouldn't be AEW without it.
True.
Shit.
I just didn't know there was just a team of guys, and I just got the vision of all of them doing the trampoline dunks at halftime. Like this whole team of guys doing trampoline flippy shit dunks at halftime.
I do believe that they are back, especially for the Forbidden Door pre-show, tailgate pre-show, whatever that may be. Matt Sydal did say that if they have his back, he'll have higher flights than ever before. So, very comical.
Yeah.
Top flight, Matt Sydal with like the Rascals would be exciting.
Yeah.
More exciting than this feud. God, we have to suffer through the same segment every week. Tommaso Ciampa came out on Collision, only to be interrupted by just Jericho.
Well, Nigel McGuinness starts and brings out Ciampa, and it's just like, why are you in the middle of the ring right now? And then I realized
because it's been Shivani.
Yeah, I was gonna say because they bitched at Shivani. They didn't like Shivani doing it, so now it's Nigel's turn.
It's been Shivani. Ciampa's been out there by himself. Ciampa's been backstage doing it by himself. I believe he's also been backstage doing it with Lexi. Mm-hmm. And, what other spin could we add on this segment? Because we've seen it already on every other show before this one. This ended up, I believe they did end up trading a couple blows at the end of the segment.
Jericho's bleeding from the head.
Yes.
Like they beat the shit out of each other finally, but it's like, man, if you would have done
even for a match.
But if you would have done this like 3 promos ago, I would be invested. But we've wasted so much time.
Or like 2 of these at this point.
Yeah.
I don't know. None of the attacks or anything have really meant anything because Ciampa hasn't been proving himself in matches. Jericho's been fucking off. I don't know.
He's making a new album with Fozzy, I think.
You
fuck with you, sorry.
Okay.
Fuck. You believed it. You believed it.
Sorry, I got excited for new Fozzy.
You and the 7 other dads that watch our show are so pumped for the Fozzy album.
Let it go, let it go, let it go now.
Let it go, let it go, let it go now.
Hey, if I could get Chris Jericho butt rock in 2026, I would.
I know you love butt rock. I'll make your butt rock, twin.
So it got me off guard, and now it feels just
It's heavy in here. There's a lot. You sweating?
I've never felt something like this before. What a time!
It was
Happy
the
Pride,
way I called
everybody.
you twin, huh?
It meant something.
The crazy part is
you've never said twin like that to me before.
I sit in it earlier, and then you got me back in a way different way. Like I made you sit in a bad take, and you just made me sit in saying that to you.
I don't know how to move on here. I'm just gonna let you know that Mistico ended up defeating Dante Martin from Skyflight. So, like I said, I think they're just back to show that they're back as a team. I believe whoever was injured is back from injury, showing them off to the TV audience at home, especially because I believe they're more familiar to the people who watch Ring of Honor, which is apparently on Thursdays. Whatever.
Wow, you don't even know? That's crazy. Apparently, it's crazy.
We don't cover. Hey, is that in the intro?
We're journalists. You should know that.
We say Collision to Dynamite. Where's Thursday?
When's Raw and SmackDown? You know those ones, and we don't talk about them. As if it's like anywhere close. As if it's anywhere close.
So you want to just switch up our whole thing this week and talk about Night of Champions in the middle of the show?
That would be crazy. I didn't even know that that's what was going on over there.
Yeah, in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, they're back over there again. Wouldn't you believe it?
I saw that it was gonna be like Trick versus Javon versus.
No, it's Obafemi versus Jey Uso in the King of the Ring finals.
No, I'm saying for the U.S. Championship, I think it is Trick Williams, Javon Evans, and he came from Ricky Saints. I think.
Yes.
I think that's what they're doing for the U.S. title.
Possibly.
That's the only thing I know. I only know about Trick Williams because of Matt. Matt will talk to me about Trick Williams. I'm like, I'm so happy Lil Yachty's still there with him.
Ricochet is also still hanging out with the Gates of Agony, if you didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
You should let Matt know.
I don't think he knows who they are.
He wants to take on Takeshita. That happens later on this week in the Dynamite show. Another thing to look forward to, but calls out Matt Sydal, who recently returned, who can flip better.
Who can fly higher?
I would love to see who could spin the fastest. You spin so many times, Sydal.
I think, Sydal, me and you should
Ricochet? Ricochet, you simply cannot spin so...
Ricochet, I spin like a Beyblade. You don't spin like a Beyblade. I do. And that's like the whole thing going on between them. Isn't that crazy? Oh, I can flip better and faster and stronger. Sorry, I'm still hung up on the flip. No, you caught me so off guard with that.
With the lift? To be fair, what they're doing...
I can flip way better than you can. And I'll throw you.
The build with those guys isn't much better than what they're doing with the tag team championships. The Dogs did respond to what Cope and Cage had to say from Dynamite last week, saying that when you face us, you better bring your grumpy old man strength because you're going to need it. Your whole big bag of tricks, your creams, your ointments, your balms, your salves, your vitamins, your minerals, your peptides, your prayers, your roll ties. I don't give a damn because you're going against the Dogs.
I don't think they'll let me bring all that in my clear bag.
And we're young and dumb and full of some.
Full of what?
At Forbidden Door, the Dogs are going to show you and put you bitches down.
They're full of what?
They're going to show you what they're full of. And then put these bitches down.
They're going to put these bitches down. Get
it? Because they're dogs. And that's like a dichotomy thing?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Thanks for explaining that. I needed that explained to me. So, I don't know about you, I like the dogs and all that. This is starting to feel how we feel about the other thing that's just going on a little too long with Jericho and Ciampa, where it's like, okay, I want to see them like fight each other already.
I agree. I want to inform you that the Bang Bang Gang has been working in the shadows, especially on their LLC. A shout out to their dog neutering business. But I believe what that is kind of working in the shadows, kind of letting us in on is, little hint on my prediction there. Maybe the Bang Bang Gang gets involved in this match.
Ooh, okay.
And kind of cost the dogs.
I've been asking for a Bang Bang Gang title run recently. It has become something that I am starting to advocate for. Starting to put on I'm going to wear the same shirt Juice Robinson does that says Bang Bang on it. Because the juice is loose. And I need people to know that.
Well,
I'm a full advocate of the Bang Bang Gang.
Are you an advocate for the bastard Pac? The fatherless, I shouldn't call him that.
Hey, dude, come on. He didn't choose that. You think he chose that?
It's not confirmed.
No, that's what we're doing. So we're
Christian caging.
So first of all, you're Christian caging, and you're spreading false rumors or potentially false rumors that you don't even know.
Oh, so you're a journalist at TMZ.
You work at TMZ.
You bring shame to the studio.
See this garage? This is a space where the 4 pillars of journalism are upheld. And you're not upholding them.
I mean, Pac doesn't uphold shit with this match. This is it just continues on this dog shit collision.
It's so bad. If you sat down and you liked this collision, you're a sicko.
Things did get interesting with Thunder Rosa challenging the Divine Dominion. The Divine Dominion did not have any worries in the world because they will turn Thunder Rosa's heaven into her personal hell.
Happy Father's Day to Atlanta Cross.
It just kind of builds a Forbidden Door match there for the pre-show. We're doing the Divine Dominion dirty on the pre-show again. GCW features these women better than fucking. No, I'm not gonna say that.
Hey Tony. Hey Tony. Hey Tony. Can our women's tag team champions be in a real program, or put on the main card maybe? It's almost like they're two really strong, well-spoken women that have changed the perception that a lot of people see them, including us too on this couch. We did not like it at first, and now we're all in and we love them and we want to see more of them. And you keep just putting them on pre-shows and B-shows, and it's like they're your women's tag team. So you did a whole tournament and made us really care about the women's tag titles to never use it on the main show or the actual pay-per-view. I don't get it. They made a collision buff.
Yeah. And if we're doing that, fucking rehire CM Punk. And it's ignorant of you to not have seen as much of Zack Sabre Jr. as you have. This was not your first introduction to him, but your reintroduction as he goes face to face with Kenny Omega.
First thing, I'm just gonna cut you off and say the first thing I said is that guy looks a little too old to have bleached hair.
And I agreed. Him and Matt Rife are the same.
Yeah. He's too old to have bleached blonde hair.
What did you have to say about your reintroduction to Zack Sabre Jr.?
He's really, really good, but I think it's a problem I personally have with technical wrestling, where if the rivalry isn't important or they're not both really, really good technically, it can kind of be a little boring. In the sense of I think Zack Sabre Jr. looked great, but I didn't really care for the slow technical style because there was no investment in the fight.
Now, is this for, like, okay, lack of story in? I believe, like, also they didn't have a lot of spots where they're, like, interacting with the crowd. A lot of those, I think of, like, Pete Dunne, Tyler Bate, those technical wrestlers from the UK and New Zealand here, like, the joint manipulation. And I just, like, is it because he wasn't overall being like, shh, I'm gonna do this really, like, sick and twisted thing for my sick, twisted, dark mind of TMDK? The mighty don't kneel, Dylan. It's dark in here.
I think it comes from, like, I loved Pete Dunne. In the NXT era Pete Dunne, like, I was a really big fan of that. But I think it's the fact that I'm being introduced to Zack Sabre Jr. I wish that they would let him fight Jack Perry before Kenny Omega. And make me care. Like, draw me into that. Like, if you're going to have...
And they are.
I'm saying, if you're going to have Jack Perry lose, which is what I presume is going to happen in that match.
Yes. Yeah.
Because it has, like... But I'm saying, like, I think the this collision match is the one that gets me prepared to watch him fight Jack Perry and care.
Yeah. It's not for the Kenny Omega match.
Yeah, this is just like hey, here's his wrestling style. But I just kind of wish the person across from him matched his wrestling style. Like, I kind of wish he would have fought Nigel McGuinness. But I also know I'm being so greedy asking for that match. But you get what I'm saying. Like, someone who matches that technical style more. Because I think that technical versus technical in his first match is such a good way to show how good he is.
Yes, but I mean, if you remembered anything about what you previously watched from him, you already saw that match with Nigel McGuinness because it happened at Forbidden Door last year.
Oh, it did. I don't remember watching that. I don't think we were watching. Was Forbidden Door the first one we watched?
It was, yeah, because we did the predictions we did the predictions when I was on my trip. Now, your predictions for the women's Owen semifinals, the last match here between Athena and Maya World, the main event of Collision. It was mentor versus student.
Mentor versus mentee is, I believe, what you were looking for.
Is mentee a word?
Yes.
Mentos. Both of these women are minty fresh in the ring.
Sorry, you going Mentos.
What was your reaction to Athena not necessarily killing her student here? Maya World did put up a really good fight, and I believe you were I'm going to say pissed off, to say the least.
Another fucking roll-up. We're ending the Owen Hart semifinal.
Not the only one we'll cover on this show.
We're ending the Owen Hart semifinal on a cock-sucking roll-up. That's what we're doing. Oh my God. Now I'm going to preface this with I am very happy for Maya World. This is very, very cool, and it is not who I expected to be there. She is very good at what she does. But, like, oh, man, I had the chance for Athena and Monet, man. Those are, like, two of my top 4 or 5, man. Like, they are, easily two of my favorite women's wrestlers. I was just really excited for that. Like,
I think it took a lot of people off guard.
Dream match. That's a dream match in my head. Like, for me, like, a personal, like, I would love to see that match. Because
Maya World and Mercedes Moné is another dream match, I think, with Maya World having such a young and blooming career. This is very exciting.
Oh, no, it's super cool. And like, Yes, I was pissed in the moment because I'm an Athena guy. I feel like it's booked in the show. Like, you guys know how much I love Athena.
You love Athena. Athena is the forever Ring of Honor Women's Champion. Over 700 days as champion. It is a statement made when she takes a loss like this.
Yeah, and I think the more I thought about it after, my initial reaction, is how cool this is for her, how cool this is for Maya World, and how the one thing me and you kind of always complain with the WWE of not letting the young stars like bud too early. I feel like in AEW they allow them to.
The growth feels more natural.
Yes. Natural and sometimes like accelerated. Like,
because it's earned.
Where it feels like in WWE she would have to wait a couple years before this opportunity.
Yeah, this is if we are going to compare it to a WWE thing right now, I think like what people want out of a Javon Evans like character is what's happening with Maya World here. With the exciting show of this week, Dynamite. We're going to speed through this before we get to our predictions, but it was stacked because it went up against the World Cup, opening with Death Riders, Jon Moxley, Wheeler Yuta, and Claudio Castagnoli taking on Brodido, Bandito, and Brody King, and Mistico.
Such a fun match. There was a spot where Brody King does like a springboard backflip, pulling two people with him. I was just like, oh, you can move like that? Oh, you can move like that? That's crazy.
Yeah, when you have a real big man like Brody King working with the two like heavy hitting who work like kind of bigger men, especially when they're compared to like the high flyers in this matchup, or like the Wheeler Yutas, the like tall, the tiny level 10 virgins. Sorry,
that's crazy.
Sorry, Wheeler Yuta.
That's crazy to say.
But Mox and Claudio kind of mog over Brodido and Mistico, who's trying to like these are fun matches, especially before the Bandito and Mox match that is happening on Forbidden Door.
I'm so excited for that match. That match is gonna be so good.
Like
really good.
Really good way to open up Dynamite.
Yeah, the one thing I'll say is like I love the run Mistico's been getting.
Yeah, I think Mistico carries on there. He does have a highlighted tag team match with the Young Bucks there at Forbidden Door. We'll get into that. I think he's paired up with Mascara Dorado.
That's going to be so good. That's going to be a very fun match. That's going to be an underrated match. I think that's a match that's flying under the radar that I think a lot of people aren't talking about right now, and they need to be. Because everyone's like, I think everyone just expects Young Buck matches to be good.
Yeah.
And I think it really is important to highlight the people that are across from them.
Yeah.
In that as well.
This show in particular is going to be a really good time to highlight any talent we're unfamiliar with.
It's going to be so hard not to pick AEW talent to win every match. Like picking the spots where they lose on this card is going to be really tough, I think.
It's crazy. It was supposed to be really easy to choose who lost this next matchup, the TBS tournament survival of the fittest between Harley Cameron and Marina Shafir. This was supposed to be an easy loss for Harley Cameron, with a Marina Shafir moving on, having Death Riders. I know it's avoiding the whole like lol Death Riders win, but I want to see that more than I want to see a Harley Cameron win. I'm sorry.
Nah, this is cool. This is kind of cool.
Even the way she won it?
Not the way she won it. Why does every women's match have to end in some sort of roll-up?
Because Tony Khan got amnesia about it, the last women's match. Like, he's like...
He has short-term memory loss, bro.
He's like, wow, it would be an innovative way for this women's match? to
All right,
end.
hear me out, ladies. What if you guys did a roll-up?
What if every match in this card... no, he doesn't do it in every match, but the fucking... I am so sick and tired of... Hot take. I'm so sick and tired of seeing the 1, 2, roll up, 1, 2, roll back and forth roll.
I'm not over that. I'm more over roll-ups finishing matches than I am of that spot.
Yes, but not everybody needs to do that spot.
But that spot isn't important if roll-ups don't happen, because then you can't think it's real. I don't know. I think I can believe a roll-up. I don't run a wrestling company, so I don't know.
I believe a roll-up's going to happen with the amount of times that they fucking happen around.
Well, that's what I'm saying. And so now when you see you're like,
no, I'm not intrigued by that spot at all. It's like, they're doing the roll-up. They're doing the roll-up. They're doing gymnastics. Is what I'm seeing.
Oh my God! Don't do the they're doing gymnastics thing, because you're gonna say that for every single wrestling spot.
That's where I'm like, not every. I mean, fucking, come on, man.
Sorry, Darby Allin is an outlier. Exclude Darby Allin. Wrestling is literally gymnastics.
I understand, but that's a broad fucking definition. I'm saying, like, even when the spot that we saw. I don't know who did it. What are the 2 drop kicks? They kicked their feet into each other like a damn video game.
That was Mistico. Because Mistico did this. Because I had to pause, call it out to you how pissed I was that Mistico pointed at the ceiling and the dude fell for it, got hit, and then they Benny Hill drop kicked each other at the same time.
Yeah.
AEW sometimes pisses me off.
Especially with this roll-up spot. I think it's an exciting time for Harley Cameron, and, like, what a victory over Marina Shafir.
And I just think if there wasn't so many fucking roll-ups, I would care more and not be mad that she rolled up Marina Shafir.
I agree. This next match with Will Ospreay and El Phantasmo, or ELP, I wasn't necessarily watching the screen, so
they said
you're
ELP.
Leading me astray whether or not that is correct. It was a good matchup for Ospreay to, like, go into Forbidden Door with. I don't think
it was a good striking matchup. I feel like they hit the shit out of each other. It wasn't as, like, very... It was high paced, don't get me wrong, but it wasn't as like...
It wasn't anything compared to Swerve Strickland versus Daniel Garcia. That was going to be the better matchup if we're comparing the two.
I was just going to say, like, it wasn't a high-flying Will Ospreay match, but it was him working on his ground game that he's been practicing.
Yeah, his death ground?
Yeah, his death ground. He was using his death ground. I kind of like the idea of Will Ospreay not being a high flyer anymore because he needs to train on the ground. And, like, the thing is, I think for pay-per-view matches, he's going to pull it out and be a flippy shit guy. But I think in his day-to-day wrestling, he doesn't need to do that. So to have him do the death ground training makes sense, and I like it.
He is going to continue to show up as a death ground trainee and hit fucking ridiculous moonsaults.
Dude, the most ridiculous moonsaults you can see.
Swerve doesn't break his neck. I mean, this match against Daniel Garcia is obviously exciting. I think we've seen variations of this matchup with various Daniel Garcia egos, gimmicks. Swerve, as well as Swerve Strickland. I think Swerve Strickland has just gotten more massive and more aggressive in between these matches, and really what we care about is after the match, Strickland beats down Garcia until Ospreay makes the save for his Death Rider's brother. Strickland and Ospreay brawl in the ring, and then Swerve ends up standing tall, not on the go home show, but basically.
What I want to say too is I loved how Daniel Garcia looked in this match. By the way, they like Swerve let him have so much offense.
It's
like
a spotlight for him.
It's a
sure.
very good match. Like, oh my god! And Swerve kind of ending the match with the with Will Ospreay's finisher is a little cheeky, okay, I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing, and it's just very. I'm so excited for this. This is like one of the builds that has been very good to me. I think this Ospreay swerve, the whole Owen Hart on both sides, like I'm actually really excited for both of these finals, and I think they built it really well. Like I know you're like kind of shitting on the Ospreay match, but
I'm not.
You were shitting on the Ospreay match a little bit, but I think that's what you need to see. Like you kind of need to see Swerve letting out this aggression, like on someone like Daniel Garcia. Like, oh wow, this guy can beat me. I really got to beat the shit out of him.
Yeah.
Like to kind of, hey, if this guy's in the death ground, what is it gonna do for Ospreay type thing? Like I think that's kind of what they were doing with having him match up against him.
Swerve really stands no chance because really, like, how do you slow down? Like, slowing down Swerve is not. You do kind of want to match a fast pace. It's gonna push Will Ospreay to do better.
It's gonna be such a good. Oh man, I think that's the match I'm most excited for.
Just like how Jack Perry wanted to push Zack Sabre Jr. to do better. Here on Dynamite, ZSJ took the victory over the Scapegoat. Mm-hmm. But he lost via submission. Who would have thunk it? As the technical spectacle himself, Zack Sabre Jr. has another match that we observed before Forbidden Door. It really we're able to see Kenny Omega after this next match with the Young Bucks and TMDK. That's Bad Dude Tito and Mikey Nichols. Which again, classic Young Bucks match. But we see after how Zack Sabre Jr. attacks the Young Bucks until Omega comes back out and basically like wants to be civil about all this. Zachary, goodness gracious, may the best man win.
And Kenny Omega says that, and Zack Sabre Jr. asks for the mic back, and then says, "Stay out of hospital, darling.
Try to stay out of the hospital, darling."
It's like, oh, you're such a prick. Oh, you're such a prick. I love it.
Arrogant fucking asshole.
The Brits, man. Just arrogant Brits, man. But I just loved it. Because, like, I don't need a big clap back. Let me just say my one line and get this to commercial. Like, I don't think that happens enough in AEW. I think everything's a very big, like, every moment's huge. Like, exactly. Like, having a little jab and not needing more than that, I think that was very good, like, awareness.
I mean, when you're as great in the ring as Sabre is, it kind of speaks for itself. You don't have to say much with words. The TBS Survival of the Fittest continues with Queen Aminata making her return. I don't know if this is her return to TV, but she has a match against Red Velvet. Very exciting. Again, with Harley Cameron, I think Kris Statlander, you're bringing all of these new and not old, but like people who have taken the thrones and the seats of the top 3, 5, the silver, the bronze medal, and even like the top rankings there in the AEW women's division. Queen Aminata slowly climbing back up, and I think looking great. She's probably one of my picks, one of my favorites heading into those finals.
I love Queen Aminata. I think her kick to end that match was vicious. Like, oh my god, it looked like she broke the other girl's face. It looked like she broke Red Velvet's face, like with that kick, straight up. And I think she was one of the first wrestlers I saw in AEW when we watched together. And it's just like, she got hurt, and it really sucks. So I feel like even then I was like, oh, she has potential. She can be super sick. Like, I love her athleticism. She's so good at selling as well. Like that whole match, she's just kind of working the neck, working her injured back, working this injury, and then coming out with the victory on the other side. Like she's just been super impressive to me every time she steps out into that ring.
And she's just, I mean, so young and talented. Queen Aminata showcases her talent every time, as well as the international championship match between Kinoshite, Takeshita, and Ricochet, which was teased on Collision. The champion, Takeshita, does retain. I think that was pretty easy here, but the hard striking offense of Takeshita slows the high-flying Ricochet.
The change of pace in this match is so fun because whenever Ricochet has the advantage, it just moves, and then Takeshita just finds a way to slow him down just enough to creep it back to his pace.
I mean, Takeshita's really good at control. I think when you see that Takeshita is on Team Conglomeration, Team Briscoe there for that steel cage 6-on-6, you can see how he controls that match, or he could control the teams throughout. After this match, Mark Briscoe joins Takeshita and the rest of the Conglomeration and Team Briscoe, basically establishing that he's ready for that steel cage match, and says that he and MJF are nothing alike, calling himself a grown man. Nothing like MJF, a little boy. Briscoe's had enough of this little boy MJF, that darn tootin'. Briscoe says that he defeated MJF the last time they faced off and vows to do it again. Don Callis then comes out, prompting a brawl between the two teams, of course, as you would have guessed. The members end the show with a J Driller on MJF.
And MJF died. MJF died. That J Driller looks like it hurts so bad.
I mean, I think you try and make it hurt when you're landing it on MJF.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Conglomeration end that show on top, so I don't know if that plays into what the result is there on Forbidden Door. But I want to hear our guesses here. Here are our predictions for Forbidden Door 2026, everybody. Thank you for staying with us, sticking with us so far. Let's make our decision for the only match on the pre-show we know about: Divine Dominion versus Thunder Rosa and Olympia. We don't know who Olympia is. She is from CMLL, and she is a friend of Thunder Rosa. That's all we know. I don't know if this is happening in 5 minutes or less, if this is a part of that challenge, but I think it's pretty clear to say it is the goddesses.
Yeah, the goddesses are walking out. They're going to walk out still.
As our heaven and our hell.
Still going to be our tag team champions.
The Divine Dominion are retaining in the women's tag team match. Followed by that Young Bucks match I was telling you about. The Young Bucks are taking on Mistico and Mascara Dorada versus Shingo Takagi and Titan from New Japan Pro Wrestling. I think this is just going to be a fun overall matchup. I think New Japan delivers a lot of great tag team wrestling, regardless of if you know them or not. And I believe all of these guys have been featured on AEW product before. I don't know if we've seen them personally, but should be fun. I think. Are you just going to go Young Bucks with your familiarity, or do you want to go Mistico for the sake of the theme song?
That is what I was thinking, but I don't think I'm going either of those teams. I think this is where New Japan gets a win.
Interesting.
I think we have to pick spots where it is is possible if we're trying to like play the game, right? If we're trying to play the pick the matches right game and not pick who we want to win game. I think right here is where New Japan can get a win pinning Mystico.
See, I think that's happening in this next match.
I'm going to go Shingo, Takagi, and Titan.
For the sake of this match, I don't think it's going to be the Young Bucks. Selfishly, I don't think the Young Bucks are going to be putting themselves over.
That's where I'm at.
For sake of the theme song and just sake of in-ring talent, Mystico and Dorada are my choice there. Because I think the New Japan pick will be in this next match, Pac's match against Shida Umino, which I don't believe you've seen much of, which is fine. This is Jon Moxley's one of many sons, but it is New Japan's son. He calls him Shooter. So
I've seen a little bit of Shota. I haven't seen too much.
It'll be...
The thing is, I think Shota's winning this match too. I think Forbidden Door... I think the important AEW talent's going to win and the unimportant AEW talent's going to lose. And I don't mean Pac's unimportant. I'm not saying Young Bucks are important. I'm saying the matches where there's not like a title on the line or it's somebody in a main event picture, I don't think they're going to get a win here.
To be fair, these are the only matches that are really Forbidden Doored too.
That's what I'm saying. I think with the real Forbidden Door matches... Other than the Tekla one is a...
Yes.
I think these are the ones where you have the best chance at outside AEW talent getting their wins. Because you're not going to do a whole show where it's just AEW sweeping the house. So I think these two matches are where you get the Forbidden Door wins.
I agree with you, and I think it's going to be much easier for us to pick a winner of this than it is Moxley, because he will be looking just very...
At both his kids.
Oh, God, I can't look.
Oh, my Japanese kid and my...
British
kid.
What, his original OG British kid?
Yeah.
My bastard kid?
My bastard son.
For the AEW Women's Championship, Tekla puts all of it on the line against Stardom, against her former employer, against their best, Stardom's own Starlight Kid.
I want her to win so bad, but Tekla's gonna win this match.
I think it'll be very exciting because I selfishly I want to see more of Starlight Kid in AEW. But AEW Women's Champion Tekla, I think, is just going to retain.
Yeah, Tekla's just on such a great run. And
hopefully it's not as, like, I hope for an actual matchup here.
Oh, I think we will. No, I think we'll get a good matchup here. I don't think it's going to be Tekla just sweeping the floor with her. I think that they're going to have a good matchup. I think they're going to kind of play up that Starlight Kid not only has her, like, drive and intention. I think having all of CMLL behind her is like a big... I think that's going to play a part. Like, they're going to try to hand that... Or, sorry, Stardom. They're going to have, like, all Stardom... Sorry. With Starlight Kid having all of Stardom behind her, it's not just her versus Tekla. It's Stardom versus Tekla. And I think that's going to push her to put this match over the edge. I think you're right. I think Tekla's going to try to be an asshole and unmask her. And I think that's going to be played up heavily throughout the matchup. I don't know if it's going to happen, but if it did, this is like... Tekla is the person to do it because of like where her character's going and what she is, but also like I'm not a big fan of unmaskings. I kind of
casually.
It's not even casually. I think in general I'm not a big unmasking guy. Like unless it's like a El Grande Americano thing where it's like we know who the person behind the mask is before they go behind the mask.
Yeah.
I think when I am introduced, like, I don't care for a Rey Mysterio unmasking.
Well, even in, like, luchador, I want to present the argument that, like, luchador culture or, like, the mask culture, if somebody, like, it is disrespectful to have.
No, I know it is. That's what I'm not a fan of unmasking. I think only when you know who they are before.
It's cheap heat.
It's cheap heat, and I think it's only cool if you know who it is when they go into the mask. Like I said, I'm not interested in seeing Rey Mysterio unmasked. I'm not interested in seeing Mistico unmasked.
I'm not interested in seeing Starlight Kid.
I'm not interested in seeing Starlight Kid unmasked at all. Like that's the last thing I really want to see. I just want this match to be a good, grinded out, just aggressive. Like I'm excited to see what Tekla becomes with a Stardom opponent in front of her. I want to see like the derangement because she's already fucking crazy. Let's see how can we turn that up to 10 without going over that line of unmasked.
Let's see how crazy she can get on this dumb Joshi bitch. For the AEW Continental Championship, Jon Moxley defends against Bandito, who they've been working towards for a couple weeks now, and it could. If this
is the person Moxley drops it to, I'm so happy.
It could change. It couldn't change. I think
this is a toss-up, and I think we 3-2-1 it.
All right. We're going with our gut?
Yeah.
All right. The two choices are Jon Moxley and Bandito. 3, 2, 1.
Bandito.
Jon Moxley.
Okay. I felt this was gonna be a 50-50 no matter what I chose. Like it just felt like if I went Moxley, you were gonna go Bandito.
Yeah, the vibes.
I think like I said, I think if there's anybody for Moxley to drop it to so far, I think this one makes the most sense. I think they've been building Bandito, having him fight for an AEW championship. They've been building Bandito as a really competent, good single superstar, and I think this could be something that pushes him over that edge.
You having all the same reasons why I had Kyle O'Reilly winning last at last pay-per-view. This is just going to be an easy defense for...
I don't think it's going to be easy. I think you're so wrong on it being easy.
I mean, he'll be sweating, but I don't think he'll be out of gas. You know, I don't think he's just barely getting by.
I don't think you know about Game 6, Bandito.
Do you know about Grump 6, Cope and Cage?
Ugh.
Cope and Cage defending their AEW Tag Team Championships against the Dogs. And I think, we've had our theories. I explained earlier that maybe the Bang Bang Gang get involved and cost the Dogs the matchup. Has that changed your opinion, Swade?
My opinion was always Cope and Cage are going to win this because there's no way they have them drop their last title reign on the Dogs in their first defense. Not saying anything bad about the Dogs. I just mean the situation, first defense after winning them back. The Dogs got put in a bad spot.
I think also you hold off until, you're holding off until All In. You're holding off until a possible signing of the Motor City Machine Guns and the New Day, the current the current afternoon. You hold on. There's Kingston
a better way to drop
Woods.
this. There's a better way to drop this title.
I think it'll be way more exciting and way more worthy, but I think at least Cope is signed on for a little while longer, so I think they're retaining. I think I'm agreeing. They're retaining. It'll be a good, decent tag team match. I'm not expecting anything.
I'm gonna say it's probably going to be the worst match on the card, but that's a pretty good card. If that's the worst match.
Yeah, easy 6.5.
But you get what I'm saying though, where it's like,
out of 10.
It's the worst match on the card, but it's still a pretty okay match. I'm still excited for it. I still like both these teams still.
Yeah. And I want to get your thoughts on the Owen Hart tournaments. We'll start off with the women's Owen Hart final. Mercedes Moné is taking on Maya World. Dylan, is this going to be something we want to count down on? We want to.
Yeah, we can count down.
You just already know.
I'm feeling like Drake. We're going back to back. I think we're going back to back.
Okay.
I think Mercedes Moné.
I was gonna say, do you want me to go down? Do you want me to?
Yeah, no, you know what it is.
Yeah,
you knew where I was going before you even asked, man. We're going back to back. I think Mercedes Moné came back for the Owen Hart specifically. They've been talking up this.
Both of your finalists are people who were never announced in the first bracket that was shown this year.
Yep. Really, really good for people who make content and make predictions on this type of shit.
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, it didn't really a lot of egg on our face, you fucking asshole. Anthony.
I guess Riho. I always guess Riho. But honestly, I think Mercedes Moné goes back to back. I think they put her back in the title picture right away when she has her comeback. The crowd seems to be happy she's back. From what I've seen.
No, I've seen that too.
Honestly, it's a great run for Maya World. I'm so happy she is put into this opportunity. But I think Mercedes Moné walks out of this one with a title opportunity again. Tekla Moné is going to be a very fun match if it happens.
But the underdog story of Maya World, the loss of her brother, this is so much more than the Owen. This is so much more than the eventual title shot she may get. I think the story she has going into this, the interruption of the back-to-back, Mercedes Moné will only get Hogan talk if she does that. That
hasn't stopped her before, though.
Whether that be on this podcast or not,
hasn't stopped her before, though. And I don't mean that disrespectfully, because if Maya World wins, that's super fucking cool. Don't get me wrong.
I want to say,
are you saying that you think? Do you think Maya World beats Tekla then? When we get there? I don't think I see that.
I want to be confident and say yes, but I don't either. There's no confidence in that yes.
Exactly. So, like I said, there's no confidence in Moné beating her yet either. I think Tekla's just in the middle of a historic reign.
Yeah.
And we've been saying it the whole time. We have been enjoying it. Everyone needs to enjoy this reign before it finishes because we're going to miss it when it's gone. I don't care who takes the belt from her. If it's Maya World, if it's Moné, if it's Toni Storm, it could be damn Queen Aminata. I think we need to enjoy this Tekla run while she has it. That being said, I think this is also a coin flip match where I've seen Moné just Hogan it so many times, where if she did it again, cool, I'm expecting that. And Maya World had her shocking victory over Athena, which is kind of if that's her peak in the tournament, that's a dope peak in the tournament. If she wins the tournament, that's nuts, and it's so cool for her. But also, this can be one of those things where she looks back and she goes, oh, I beat Athena once, I can beat her again.
Yeah. There's so many different ways for either of these women to go. I
also don't like it because I think the only way Maya World wins is on a roll-up.
For sake of the argument and for sake of this show, there's difference between the couches here. I'm gonna go Maya World. Yeah. We may have the same answer in the men's Owen Hart final with Swerve Strickland and Will Ospreay.
Well, we've been fantasy booking this since January, so.
Well, I mean, have we been fantasy booking it? Have they just been laying it out in front of our eyes with Omega and Ospreay icing themselves every single week together? Not one person icing the other person's back, but
no, we've just been, but we know that Fletcher's gonna get a world title. We know it's gonna be off of Ospreay, and we know Ospreay has a
we
pretty.
know
We
that
know
it's going to be off of Ospreay.
Who else would it be off of, bro?
MJF?
You know how sick it's gonna feel when he beats Ospreay for that first world title. You know how sick that's gonna be. Like, come on.
No, I know.
They're setting it up in front of our eyes, and if that's what it is, that's what we want it to be. We have to both look each other in the face here and then say the name that is gonna win this match and go to Wembley. And it sucks because I think Swerve can do it.
I know. Unfortunately, I think
this is the most difficult match on the card to pick.
It is.
It just is.
These,
We're gonna have to count this one down and go off our guts, huh?
I don't think so.
I mean, I think we're on the same page.
Yeah.
I think we're. Just say it. Just say it so I don't have to.
Will Ospreay.
Yeah.
Will Ospreay
He's
is
going to Wembley, man.
And I don't want to say that he's going to attempt to break the neck of Swerve Strickland or like a Tiger Driver's going to come out or something absolutely insane between these two men is going to go down. I don't doubt that. This is going to be their third match together at this point, I believe. And it's only going to get more insane.
Yeah, this is going to be an aggressive-ass, angry match. These two guys are going to beat the living shit out of each other.
Like, this is just introducing the violence, especially before it gets any technical in a steel cage. It's going to get technical ground-based work with Kenny Omega and Zack Sabre Jr. Like, these guys have been teasing this fight for the last couple weeks. I think with Zack Sabre Jr. opening the forbidden door himself, like wanting a piece of good old Mr. Diverticulitis. Sorry, it's very
insane.
It's very insensitive.
He almost died.
Kenny Omega has a lot to be on the line here, especially as he eyes Wembley. He eyes the AEW World Championship. I think is it a setback? Is it a humble setback for the god of professional wrestling? Is it something to keep Zack Sabre Jr. around and TMDK around? I heard it's hard to make them kneel.
Yeah, I think the god takes this one. I think Kenny Omega gets a win here. He kind of needs it really bad.
I agree.
I think if he loses this, then it's really hard to see his pathway to an AEW championship again.
But they are going to Quebec. That's the thing. They have redemption.
Yeah, but I feel like he has been kind of in and out.
And he did say that he's down to run it back at Redemption as well in one of his promos.
I know, but I think Kenny Omega needs this win. I think it's a really good opportunity for him to get a good, important win at this point and kind of let him put his eyes back on that AEW championship.
I mean, the story writes itself, especially with just the way he's been talking and everything. I gotta agree. The god of professional wrestling, Kenny Omega, will be taking the victory over Zack Sabre Jr. And I possibly, in a act of honor, the two men may even shake hands or humbly lift the arm of the other after the match is over. But either way, these two men are going to leave it all out in the ring. Speaking of people who are going to leave it all out, I think there are...
Come on, man.
There's going to be a lot out and about and loose and just everywhere in this no loads refused steel cage match between Team Briscoe and Team MJF here. Mark Briscoe, Orange Cassidy, Kyle O'Reilly, Takeshita, and Darby Allin take on Team MJF with MJF, Kevin Knight, Kyle Fletcher, Jake Doyle, Kazuchika Okada, and Andrade El Idolo. I mean, we did see that the conglomeration stood tall on the go-home show. Usually that means that the team across from them will be winning on the pay-per-view. In this instance as well, there's a lot on the line of Briscoe getting that world title shot against MJF. Does that mean anything to either of us heading into this match?
I don't know, because it means so much on both sides. Where like if MJDCF wins, then Kevin Knight gets an opportunity, and it's there's so much riding on both sides for a win here.
Now, people have early called how Kevin Knight and Andrade have been kind of used as this plot device in the Don Callis family to make heat between not just the Takeshita and Fletchers of the world, but the kind of lurkers on the outside, like the Kevin Knights, the Takeshitas. And I think selfishly, I've been stirring this idea while we've been talking that Andrade may cost an MJF the overall steel cage.
That's what I don't know what to make of this match. I think I'm gonna go with Team Briscoe. On the basis of, I think a MJF Mark Briscoe for the AEW title match is gonna be extremely good eats, and I think it's a place where AEW feels comfortable that's just a comfortable, very solidified matchup that they know will bang for a pay-per-view. And I think with the way the Don Callis family is kind of having a bit of a change / tension and pieces breaking off. Takeshita's gone. Andrade will probably be gone because he's going to end up helping MJF lose. And slowly these pieces of the Don Callis family are falling apart while they add more. Like we were talking about the DCF like falling apart, and I think now that's not really possible. It's more people are going to slowly not trust him anymore. And I think that's what it's going to turn into, is just like it's either a plug and play thing or they slowly add or drop until he doesn't have anybody left.
It's a ever evolving label until it's literally Roppongi Vice.
Yeah.
Because they get in the way, if anything.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm saying Team MJF. I think there's more story there. As much as I rode for that Andrade screw job finish, MJF, I think he respectfully, not to the other team, but respectfully gets Kevin Knight his title shot. I think begrudgingly gives Andrade a title shot. Eventually, well earned. I don't know, not well earned. We'll see, because
how you know?
I don't know. That's the whole reason why we're making predictions.
How you know?
And I think again it leads more into what we've been planning since fucking January.
How you know?
And that is Kyle Fletcher and Will Ospreay as the champions, or like going into Wembley or out of Wembley.
No, you know.
I don't. The one thing I do know is that we've come to the end of the episode, and I want to thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. Follow the damn podcast at Pod-A-Mania Pod _EWL3 and at Bozo Dills.
Listen to us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts in your ear in the car.
You can even listen to us in the gym if you have time in between sets. And on your rests, please leave us a 5-star review. Leave a comment down below. What was your favorite part of wrestling? What was your predictions for this weekend? And just subscribe. If you've made it this far, you can maybe give us $2 a month to become part of the Pam Fam, and you get bonus content.
We do get some bonus content coming soon.
Of bonus content. And if you just want to stick around and subscribe, you'll be a part of the Pam Fam still. We love you either way.